Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Jaguars going up against the Bills. So let's send you up to Orchard Park, New York. Standing by, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. On first down, Bortles. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And this whole line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Steps trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And he's got some space here. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Bortles now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He was looking for Chris Ivory that time, and it's third and short. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Marcel Darius, year in and year out, plays at a Pro Bowl level.
Now Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back deep here is Brandon Tate. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Down with Taylor being chased out left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. And here's our first look today at this offense.
And let's start with LaShawn Shady McCoy, their star running back. He can do everything. Run it inside, get to the perimeter, and, of course, catch it out of the backfield.
Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And the starters defensively for Jacksonville. And it's a Jags team that finished 3-13 last year. But on this side of the football, they've got a solid foundation, don't they?
I thought that their defense kept them in a lot of games in 2016. I thought they played really well. And now they've got a young core of guys. Remember Jalen Ramsey drafted last year. He made the all-rookie team. Yannick Ngakoue, a really promising outside linebacker, one of the best speed rushers in the game. He's going to be back with them. They need Miles Jack to make a jump, the youngster out of UCLA. But I like, all in all, the core of players that they have defensively. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And it's 4th down. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Back deep, Rashad Green.
Well, partner, anytime someone tells me the fundamentals of reading the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time definitely to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Bortles now to throw. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Again, it's Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Bortles. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It's a gain of 20 that time. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Chris Ivory off to the races. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Ivory, 37 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're turning the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. I know the object for us when we call games is to be neutral, but I have to tell you, I am rooting so hard for Sammy Watkins to have an injury-free next season, just to see everything that he can do and give himself the best opportunity so that we can see it.
Yeah, over the last 2 years, he's missed 11 games. It's tough. The one bright spot for him, though, is Clemson Tigers did win the national championship.
Yeah, I think that's going to give him a little bit of comfort, but what he wants more than anything, a healed foot and a chance to be the #1 receiver he was drafted to be.
And Buffalo wants that, too. For McCoy this year, 5th time in his 8-year career that he's topped the 1,000-yard mark. First time he's done it with the Bills, though, finished with 1267.
And he's the type of player that you can build around. And what I mean by that is, as a runner, as a pass catcher, he does a little bit of everything, and he opens up the offense for everyone else around him, the complementary players. But he's a guy, heavy-duty ball carrier, and also get him in space, and he can break people down.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the hole. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They run with a short yardage man, Ivory. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 31 yards. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Completes it to Lee. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground attack here. It's Ivory. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chain. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency. So now that the 2016 season, which charitably was disappointing for Jacksonville, is over, they're going to look forward to, are we going to continue to move with these two running backs, meaning T.J. Yeldon and Chris Ivory? And T.J. Yeldon, supposed to be the primary ball carrier, didn't have as much success as they expected, but I still believe he can be a #1 back in the NFL.
Yeah, Yeldon 465 in the yardage last year, Ivory 439. Is this a tandem that they want to go forward with together, though?
I think that it is. Remember, Ivory was out with some injuries last year. Yeldon could never really get going. But I do believe they'll bring some competition in to kickstart things for them.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. On the ground, Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And his kick is right through. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. To throw is Taylor. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Come on, let's go!
He'll come out in the pistol. Here's Taylor, flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Partner, while we have a second, I live in Atlanta, and the day after the Super Bowl, everybody was talking about one thing, the play calling at the end of the game. Should Atlanta have run the football more? What did you take away?
And I do believe you're talking about Atlanta up 28-20. First and 10 on the 22-yard line of New England after that nice drive from deep in their own territory. I thought run the football there. 3 points was paramount. Run the football, eat up some clock.
Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll come out in the pistol. Orders to throw on second down. A dump off for Ivory. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones that are in the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, this is Ivory. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. And quickly, they get to the line.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And the open receiver is Robert Woods. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to reach now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can get some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This is Ivory looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And he finds Julius Thomas. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride is kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
2nd down and 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now McCoy. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. But they don't take care of this early. Look out. This guy's got a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. Watkins alone on the left side. Now it's Taylor. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Taylor. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Woods, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he rifles one incomplete. Let's see what they go to here on third down and 6. Throwing his Bortles on third down. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. Room here to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Bortles to throw once more. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back now in Buffalo. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
We got 3. We got 3.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Adolphus Washington able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no good plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. A dump off for Ivory. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It goes underneath for Yeldon, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go.
Oh, look at this play call. And some room to maneuver. Call it a gain of 5. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I like the reasoning. It's too far for a field goal, and it's too short to really get a big field position edge on a punt. Let's go for it. And sure enough, it's the ground game that's able to convert for them on 4th down.
Now Bortles looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Look how Roby brings him down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Bills are going to have a first down.
Shut down, shut down. Come on.
Again, it's Taylor. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. This is caught. Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
He's got time. That is caught at the 7. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Here we go now.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the